Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're digging into something really specific, kind of like architecting an academic plan.
Yeah, exactly. We're looking at the 2025-2026 transfer requirements, specifically getting from Miami-Dade College into the Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering.
Right. And our mission today is super focused. Lay out the exact roadmap, the non-negotiable stuff you need to know.
And it's more than just a course list. We looked at the official guide, and it's really about strategy. It's not just what courses, but like when you take them and how many shots you get.
That's a great point. The how many shots part is huge. So let's start right there with the admission standards, the gatekeepers.
Okay, so first off, yes, you need your Associate in Arts degree, your AA from MDC, that's standard. But the real focus, proving you're ready for this specific program.
And readiness starts with the basics, right? Like GPA.
It does. You need a cumulative transfer GPA of 2.0 or higher. That's the minimum floor.
Correct.
But honestly, the prerequisites are where the real scrutiny happens.
Yeah, every single one needs a grade of C or better. No sliding by with a D.
Exactly. C or higher. But here's the rule that, well, it causes the most stress, frankly. The one we really need to unpack.
Okay, lay it on us.
You have to get that C or higher in all the required prerequisite courses in 2 attempts or fewer.
2 attempts. Okay, that sounds tight. What exactly counts as an attempt?
See, this is the critical detail. The guide is super clear.
Huh?
A drop grade or a withdrawal, that WAB on your transcript, that counts as an attempt.
Wow. Okay, wait. So if I sign up for, say, Calculus I, find it overwhelming after a few minutes, and withdraw to protect my GPA.
That's 1 attempt used up right there. You only have 1 more shot to pass it with a C or better. If you take it again and get a D or even another W, you're likely out for transfer to this program.
That's pretty unforgiving. It really forces you to be strategic from day one. That W isn't a safety net at all.
Not for these prereqs, no.
Yeah.
It signals they're looking for persistence, for students who plan carefully and realistically assess their workload before registering. It means you can't just dabble.
So if you're maybe working full-time or have other big commitments, you really need to think twice about loading up on these tough courses.
Absolutely. Better to take fewer courses and nail them than overload, withdraw, and burn one of your precious attempts. This precision actually starts even before the main calculus sequence.
Right. You have to be calculus and ready. What does that mean in terms of actual courses?
It means you need to have successfully passed MAC 1140, which is pre-calculus algebra, and MAC 1114 trigonometry. Or you could take the combined faster-paced course, MAC 1147.
And same rule applies. C or higher, 2 attempts max.
Yep, C or higher in each. That's just to get you to the starting line for the required COP sequence.
Which brings us to pacing. I remember the guide mentioning something about that.
It does, and it's not subtle. It strongly encourages students to complete math and science courses every term. They really want you constantly moving forward on that front.
So no taking a semester off for math.
Not if you want to stay on track. The idea is to keep the momentum going, finish all these prerequisites in your AA degree before you plan to transfer. Stalling on math basically stalls your entire engineering pathway.
Okay, so let's dive into that core math and science load. This is the heavy lifting.
It really is the foundation. You start with the full calculus and analytical geometry sequence. That's MAC 2311, Calc 1, then MA 2312, Calc 2, and finally MA 2313, Calc 3.
3 straight semesters of intense calculus, and after Calc 3.
You go straight into MAP 2302, which is Introduction to Differential Equations. So that's what, 4 terms back-to-back of really demanding math, all under that 2-attempt pressure.
Wow, okay. And the science courses have to align with this, right, using calculus?
Exactly. They specify the calculus track. For chemistry, it's CHM 2045, General Chemistry 1, plus you absolutely need the lab, CHM 2045L. That's pretty standard.
And physics.
Physics, you really see the calculus requirement. It has to be PHY 2048, physics with calculus 1, and you need the lab for that one too, PHY 2048L.
Okay, physics 1 with lab. What about physics 2?
You also need PHY 2049, which is physics with calculus 2. But here's a small but potentially useful detail we found.
Oh, what's that?
The lab for physics 2, PHY 2049L. The guide explicitly says it's not required for transfer into this specific program at FIU.
Ah, that's interesting. So you could save yourself a course, maybe some time and money, By skipping that specific lab.
Precisely. It gives you a little bit of breathing room in your schedule, which might be really helpful, especially when you consider the other courses you need to fit in.
Okay, good tip. So that covers the sort of core math and science engine. But there were other required courses too, right? The additional lower division ones.
Yes. And these are important. Think of them less as additional and more as like essential practical skills for a civil engineer. Things the university wants you to have before you hit their upper level classes.
Makes sense. What kind of courses are we talking about?
Well, there's ETD 1340, that's computer-aided drawing and design, basically CAD skills, super fundamental.
CAD, okay. What else?
And SUR 1101C, which is surveying 1. Again, a very practical, hands-on skill for civil engineering.
CAD and surveying. These sound like things you'd use immediately in more advanced courses or even internships.
Exactly why they want you to do them early. If you wait until after you transfer, you're playing catch-up from day one. You need CAD for project courses, surveying for site work. Taking them at MDC means you arrive ready to go.
So calling them additional is almost misleading. They're additional requirements for transfer, yes, but they feel like foundational requirements for actually succeeding once you're in the program.
That's a perfect way to put it. And there's one more science one in this category. Geology.
Right, GLY 1010, physical geology, and its lab, GLY 1010L.
Yes. But here, the program offers a bit of flexibility, which is really important for students to know about.
Flexibility how? Can you skip it?
Not skip it, but substitute it.
Yeah.
The guide says you may substitute GLY 1010 and its lab with another natural science course and its lab.
Oh, okay. So if geology isn't your thing, you could take maybe biology or environmental science.
Potentially, yes. But, and this is a big but, there's a key restriction. You absolutely cannot use another physics course or another chemistry course for this substitution.
So no taking Physics 3 or Chem 2 instead of geology. It has to be a different field of natural science altogether.
Correct. It ensures you get breadth outside of the core physics chem sequences, but it gives you an option if, say, geology is known to be a really tough course or conflicts with your schedule. Strategic flexibility.
That's really useful. Okay, so we've got the math science core and these crucial skill courses like CAD and surveying, plus geology with its substitution option. Now, you mentioned something earlier about a course with a specific kind of tricky transfer status.
Yes. This is probably one of the most interesting nuances in the entire transfer guide. It involves EGN 2312.
Which is?
Engineering Mechanics Status, sometimes called Statics with Vectors. It's a foundational engineering science course, absolutely essential for understanding structures. You take it at MDC.
Okay, sounds standard. What's the twist?
The twist is how it transfers. The guide explicitly points out that EGN 2312, taken at MDC, transfers into the civil engineering program as an upper division course.
Wait, upper division, even though you take it in your freshman or sophomore year at MDC.
Exactly. It specifically converts to EGN 3311 once you arrive at the university. Think about what that signals.
It signals. Wow. It signals that they consider Master of Statics to be junior level work, regardless of where you took it.
Precisely. You're applying to transfer in as a junior, right? By completing status before you transfer and having it count immediately as a 3000 level course, the university is basically saying passing this course proves you're ready for our upper division workload.
So failing statics at MDC isn't just failing a lower division course. It's essentially failing a gatekeeper for the junior year of the BS program itself.
That's the implication. It elevates the importance of EGN 2312 significantly. It's not just another prerequisite. It's a direct test of your readiness for advanced engineering principles.
That really changes how you should approach that course. It needs upper division levels of focus, even if it's listed as a 2000 level course at MDC.
Absolutely. And passing it means you hit the ground running when you transfer. You've already got one required upper division course under your belt, which helps with scheduling the subsequent really intense junior and senior year courses.
Okay, this has been a lot of detail. Let's try to boil it down. If someone listening is planning this exact transfer, what are the, two absolute must-remember strategic points from this whole guide?
Number one, without a doubt,
Yeah.
respect the two-attempt rule. Internalize it. That rule, especially counting withdrawals, is designed to filter students. Plan your schedule realistically, get tutoring if needed, but avoid that W on prerequisites at almost any cost. A W cuts your chances in half instantly.
Treat every attempt like gold. Okay,
Right.
what's number two?
Number two is to take the strong encouragement about pacing and those additional courses seriously.
Huh.
Don't just focus on the bare minimum math science to get in. Start CAD, surveying, and especially statics early.
Use the flexibility maybe from skipping the Physics 2 lab or substituting geology to fit those practical courses in alongside the heavy math and science.
Exactly, because finishing those, especially statics, which counts as upper division right away, proves you're not just academically eligible, but practically ready for the demands of the BS program. It sets you up for success, not just admission.
It's about building the foundation before you get there, not scrambling afterwards.
Right. It's strategic planning, risk management. The guide basically tells you which courses are the real tests. Listen to it.
Okay, that brings us to a final thought, something for you to chew on. We've drawn this line between courses that are prerequisites for transfer, like the core math and science, and courses that seem to be prerequisites for success, like statics, CAD, surveying.
The ones that build practical readiness.
Right. So if the university signals that EGN 2312, statics, taken at the lower division, immediately counts as upper division upon transfer, what does that tell you about where you should focus your deepest effort? If you have limited time and energy, does acing statics maybe matter more than getting an A+ versus an A in, say, General Chemistry 1?
Where should that mental energy really go to ensure you don't just get in, but you thrive once you make the leap? Something to consider as you map out those crucial first 2 years.
Plan smart, protect those attempts. Thanks for diving deep with us today.
Yeah, good luck to anyone navigating this.
They catch you on the next Deep Dive.